G'day guys, Troy Kilogoski here and welcome to another episode of K Brothers Pythons. We're in for a fun ep today guys. We're over at Kris Smith's place, been like a good friend of ours, and Kris is known for the work with vens. He's been playing with the vens for a while, and yeah, we're going to get some hot snakes out today, man.
That's it, yeah.
Couple of, what do you got there? Colletts,
Taipans, some black snakes, you know, we'll see what happens.
Alright, and then the famous Kraken. Like, for those of you that haven't seen the Kraken on Facey, you're going to see it today. This is going to be fun. Right guys, sorry about the lighting, like terrible time of the afternoon to film, but it is what it is. We got some cool snakes out, we got some guys to tell us all about them. What do you got boys?
Collett snakes. I've got the boy and Smith's got the girl. What's the go with that girl, mate? She looks a bit rough.
She's in a heavy shed cycle at the moment. It's smack in the middle of breeding season for Elapids, so we've seen some swelling. Hopefully we can just produce some more this year.
It'd be good to see some more Colletts in the hobby.
Yeah, they're a great first snake. You know, everyone should have one, I reckon.
Hell yeah. Now, what about talking about breeding them? How do you go? Is it true that you can sex these guys like adders just from sight, sort of thing?
Definitely tail shape. I mean, the hemipens are kept in the base of the tail, so we'll get a close up for you guys. But you can just see the difference in the tails there. The boys' tails are much longer too. You can see that from there to there.
Yeah, right.
But definitely a pair. They've been mating profusely, so it's good to see.
Absolutely gorgeous. Alright guys, well, you're keen to get these ones away and get some bouncy ones out?
Definitely. Eastern brown, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I reckon we'll get a brown snake out, eh?
Nice.
Alright, what's that, man?
So we've got an Eastern brown here, a big boy.
Yeah.
So he's a bit cantankerous, so
Cantankerous.
we'll see how he goes.
Hang on, brother. Let me get you getting this big bad boy out.
Chunky brownie.
It's big, yeah. It's probably 5.5 foot,
maybe 5.5 foot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The bins are the go, hey, to keep them out, to move around, you know?
Yeah, those bins are great. They're a good height for anything this size and smaller.
Yep.
Anything bigger, then you want something a bit larger. The bin, they can zip out pretty quick at you.
Alright.
Especially when you're chucking the lid on.
Yeah.
But, you know, we might touch a bit more on tailing, hey, with this fella.
Rightio.
Like this thing's not happy. And I'll just show that tailing technique is a proven method. You don't need a hook.
Alright, now I'm not going to be able to get in on the snake here, so I'm just coming in on your hand, man.
Alright. If you know what you're doing, that is.
Yep.
It's definitely not something you do without years of experience. But as Den touched on before, you have the thumb down the backbone, always pointing down.
Right, yep.
You have your fingers flat across the ventrals.
Right, yep.
And always the cloaca, I always have it hanging out the back of my hand.
Right.
So you have a good grip, and you have it at a good length away from your body at all times.
There he is, bouncing around.
Yeah, he bounces around.
They're good brownies, though, they bounce.
They're good, and they're easy to get back down on themselves. So it's just a simple method of turning the opposite way. They're springing up at you.
Right, and they'll get them going back down.
Yep, and it's exactly. And then when you bring a hook in like this, and then you can fully control them away from your body at all times. So you can come as close as it wants, but it's not going to get me, you know.
Right.
That's only with experience, I'll stress that.
Yeah, certainly. You can see, like Smith said, down past the base of the tail there. Don't grab the tail on the end, because you're just going to break the tiny little vertebrae in there, I suppose. You know, so down past the cloaca, keep a nice sturdy hand on it.
The snake will freak out, you know, if you're holding its, I suppose, private parts.
As you would.
There's a lot of damage in there for them. It can do a lot of damage, especially with a heavy-bodied snake.
Yeah.
Chunky brownie too.
It's a big brownie, and not a happy one. So it thrashes around a bit. And you definitely want a good grip when it's doing that.
Alrighty, hey, good stuff, good work, boys. What's next on the list, man?
Well, I might go with a little tiger snake out, I think, maybe.
Yeah, get a little tiger out.
Yeah.
Alright, boys, what do we got here?
We've got a little Tasmanian tiger snake. They're not all black from down there. You get some nice yellow ones, actually, but this one in particular is, by the time it's an adult, it'd be almost completely black.
Yeah, right, nice. So, now, is that the black, that's just for the Tassies, or...?
No, you can get a few different island varieties. I've even seen some mainlands that that are really dark, so they're highly variable species.
Alright, now what about, so like, for a pet, for the first time ven guys, like, people want to get into it? How do they go with something like this?
A lot of people, it varies a lot. So people have different opinions. I'm of the opinion that they're not a great first snake.
Yeah.
As you can see, this one backs up a lot on me.
Yeah.
And they're number 4 and 5, you know, in the world. So if you get nailed, you go in hospital.
Yeah,
You're
right.
going to be sick. And they do bounce around a bit. And they're being a cooler climate snake. In Queensland, that doesn't take much for them to be wired.
Yeah, right, true.
So,
yeah, on a hot day it's going to be bouncy as hell. It's
Yeah.
a fairly cool day today, relatively, but on a hot day it'll just be bouncing. And yeah.
What sort of length do these things get to?
I've seen them up 6 foot long.
Wow. So it's a big bouncy snake.
Yeah.
Big head.
It's massive, you know. And they've got really big heads. For this snake that's only maybe 3 foot long, it's got a really big head.
Yeah.
Big venom delivery system, so if you do get chewed, you're in trouble.
But positive side for them, well, I suppose it's an animal, so it's a cool animal to start with. But they have live young, yeah?
Yeah, they have live young. They're in doing so, they're obviously when you pair them, they're going to have their babies later. So you're not incubating eggs, so they're going to come. If you pair them this time of year, that you'd be having babies, expecting babies, but in the new year.
Yep.
So yeah, they come out and they're a bit tricky to get feeding, juveniles.
Right.
Most people start off with fish to get them feeding. Some people start quail scenting, and other times you get some that'll just go straight off the bat, straight onto pinkies.
Right, yeah,
So
sweet.
they are a great snake, but they're for experienced people.
Now, what about when you got your snake in your enclosure in the lounge room or wherever, or bedroom, whatever?
Well, you wouldn't have this in your lounge room, you know?
No, but for a display snake, are they always cruisy or are they just going to sit there? I mean, like, are they always moving?
I think most Elapids are pretty good for display animals. Most of them are diurnal.
Diurnal on the hunt.
So they're always on the move during the day. You feed them during the day.
Yeah.
The downside to them is they are messy.
All right.
And tiger snakes, defecation is terrible. It smells the whole house up, you know?
Yeah.
So you want them contained.
All right, no worries. Yeah, no, we'll keep them pythons. Well, that's all I keep over home, and they just, they sit there. They're cool to look at. They move every now and then. But with the vens, walking through your room before, they just pace, and it looked impressive, man.
Different thing. The python keepers and venomous keepers, it's different. It's
yeah,
different.
Yeah,
impressive. All right, boys, what's next on the list?
I might get some Taipans, I think.
Taipans, coastal or inland?
Both.
Yeah.
All right. Rightio, boys. We got 2 tubs, 2 Taipans.
2 Taipans. That one's mine, that one's Smith's.
That one's
this
your-
one, I think.
Now, you aren't doing them both at the same time, eh?
Nah, we discussed that, but common sense prevailed.
Oh, thank God.
I'll get this one out, hey?
Rightio, sounds like a plan.
Now this is an Inland Taipan. Got a few other names.
What are the names, Smith? Tell
The
us.
other names are beer snake, small scaled snake, and western Taipan.
Yeah.
This is in the summer colours. In winter they're a lot darker. This thing shed just in time, beautiful little golden sort of coloration to it.
Yeah,
Is
nice.
this a boy or a girl, Smith?
That one's a girl,
Nice
female.
little girl.
So that's summer colours. What are winter colours?
Winter colours, you can see faint banding on the snake.
Right, yeah.
Basically, what makes the banding is over the whole entire snake, so it's very, very dark. Almost no yellow on it. It's very,
Right.
very seasonal colour change.
Right, nice, nice. Now, #1 in the world with the venom. These guys, they pack a punch, but very few people have been killed by inlands. Is that right?
Well, no one's been killed.
No
by
one.
them, as far as I know.
Right, so they're #1 on the list. Got 0 kills to them.
Yep.
A calm sort of a ven, or
Depends on the day. It looks good now.
Yeah, it's a big call. They're very bipolar. A lot of people think they can jump straight into the Taipans with an inland,
yeah.
and a lot of keepers freak out and just
Well,
these
there's yearlings for sale everywhere.
yearlings. But yeah, they're quite bipolar. But in saying that, they're nothing like coastal, so they are a great snake.
All right. Well, speaking of coastals, you want to put that thing away, then?
Okay.
We'll
Put away, get a nice coastal out. That's Smith's apartment, as I said.
there it is. One impressive coastal Taipan. And Smith working his magic. Look at you go, Chris.
Big snake.
So what do we got here, man? Coastal Taipan.
It's a coastal Taipan. It's a standard coloration. It's pretty much what they all look like. A big snake. This is a big boy. So they do get bigger, a lot bigger. But
Always get bigger than the girls, don't they?
boys get a
Yeah,
lot bigger than
look at the
girls.
size of that. I'm leaning right back here trying to...
Generally
that's a-
speaking though, this is an average sized boy.
Yep.
Heavy bodied animal. So correct tailing technique is what will save you.
Required, yeah.
Yeah. And using your stick as a tool. I don't like calling them a snake hook. They're basically just a tool, an attachment of yarn, like Denver said.
Extension of your arm for sure.
Yeah.
So they're good for steering it away from you. But they do have the potential to shoot up over your face.
Really?
When they want to. So
Definitely not a first time snake by any means.
not at all.
I mean, I won't handle them, you know. That's,
Yeah. No, well that's it. These like the coastal tigers, they seem like an intelligent snake. Like they're always working you out.
Yeah, they're always like this one here. You can see it's always backing up. As soon as I drop a grip, rearrange my fingers, it'll have a fair crack at me.
Right.
They get a lot more wild than this. This is a tame one basically.
Yeah. No, well the temp's cooling down a lot for us, so it's good.
Yeah, but temperament-wise, you know, you get some calm ones, you get some nut ones. But I've got a few nut ones I'll show you later.
Right, yeah. Alright, so when it comes to breeding, I know bugger all about the vens. I mean, like these, when it comes to breeding, they live bearers, they egg layers.
Are these egg layers?
Egg layers, yep.
You can double clutch these as well.
Wow. Big. Do you know if they have big clutch sizes or just?
Yeah, up around the 20 mark.
Wow.
But generally speaking, I think around a 15 is a good size clutch for a coastal Taipan.
That thing is impressive.
beautiful. Look at the head, impressive.
Now, I'm a python guy. You've got one hell of a python in there. I reckon we should get this thing away and get the Kraken out.
The Kraken.
The Kraken. Miller, you keen?
Yeah, sounds like a good idea. We'll put him away, eh?
Rightio. God, that's an impressive. Alright guys, you know I'm a python lover, and check this monster out. Now, Australia's largest, the scrub python. Absolutely gorgeous, a little bit flighty, so we'll wrap this up before Smith gets nailed. If you enjoyed today's show, leave a comment down below guys. Thanks for watching. There you go, brother.
See him out of his mouth?
Well there you go guys, you know I'm a python lover, and check this bad girl out, the Kraken. Australia's largest snake, the scrub python. There you go, over there Smith.
I'm in a world of troubles. She's pretty calm today.
Oh!
It's gonna get me.
I gotta grab the shirt man.
Yeah.
There you go, and you still good?
Yeah, no, we're good.